What's up guys, today I'm going to make chicken biryani in a pressure cooker. So, hang in there and let's see if it works. We'll start off with a 1/4 cup of oil and 2 tablespoons of butter ghee. Alright, so I want to see how authentic I can make this biryani in the pressure cooker. So I'm going to use these whole spices, which is bay leaves, star anise, cloves, cinnamon sticks and green cardamoms. So let's just add that in to temper the oil. We're also going to add in 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. So now I'm going to use 6 green chilies, and that is because I don't want to use too much of chili powder. This will bring out the heat in the biryani. Next we add 1 thinly sliced onion. Now let's saute that till it's translucent and a bit more soft and not golden brown as a normal curry would be. And remember to add a pinch of salt when sauteing the onions. That'll bring out the flavor and make it delicious. Once the onions are nice and soft, we can go ahead and add in 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. And let's mix that in as well. After a few minutes, we can go ahead and add in our tomato. Diced tomato, just 1. A handful of coriander. This is just chopped up. And a handful of mint leaves. Now let's go ahead and give that a nice good mix. And we leave it like this until the tomatoes are nice and soft. Alright, so now when you get this consistency, you can go ahead and add in 1 tablespoon of chili powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and 3 teaspoons of salt. Preferably rough salt. Let's just mix that in. So after the 2 minutes, we can go ahead and add in some curd, a tablespoon of curd, which gives the biryani a nice taste. Let's just mix that in. Now we want it on low heat, medium heat. Okay, so now we're almost to the final stages. We're just going to add the chicken in and let it cook for 10 minutes. So this is cut, cleaned and washed chicken. It must be chicken on the bone when you're making biryani. It's not just plain chicken. Now let's mix that in. And we leave it to cook for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm using 500 grams of chicken. After it cooks for 10 minutes, we're going to add 3 cups of water. And that also depends on how much rice you're going to use. I've got 2 cups of rice soaking at the moment. Now we can add another handful of chopped mint and another handful of chopped coriander. And let's bring that to a boil. Okay, so I'm using plain castic rice, which I washed it a few times because you must get all that starch out. I know I said I want to try and make it authentic. I'm supposed to use basmati rice, but I've just got castic. So I'm just going to use that and let's see how it goes. Once we bring it to a boil, we can add in the 2 cups of rice. Let's gently mix the rice in. Let's close it up and hope for the best. But we must reset this pressure cooker. So every pressure cooker is a bit different. So what I'm going to do here is menu, and I'm going to select rice. Rice is number 7. And let it finish and hope for the best. And while the biryani is cooking, we can just make some sour milk salad, or that's what we call it. Add some chopped chili, some mint leaves. Let's grind that up first. Add some curd. I'm just making a little bit for now. Close it up and whisk it again. And there you go. Perfect. I think it's called rayata or something. Yeah, but that's it. Perfect. Just enough for the biryani. So the pressure cooker finished about 15 minutes ago. I just left it to sit in the heat. Basically, try to let it bake. See if that works. So let's just open it up. Let's just let the pressure out. Okay, let's see if this worked. think it worked. So I was pretty much lucky that most of these spices rose to the top, because you don't really want to be biting on one of these. Just remember also, just count how many you put in there so you know the next time. Or you know how many you got left. That was a catch. Whoever knows what that is, let me know in the comments down below. Now since the rice is still hot, we can just go ahead and add in some butter. Top, let's give it some nice flavor. You can add ghee, but ghee is like super expensive. So we can just use the butter for now. Let's close it up and let it melt through. Now that the butter is melted, we can go ahead and mix it gently because we don't want to break the rice. Okay, so I've always had problems making biryani. I did try it out once before, didn't make the cut, got it saved somewhere. It actually came out pathetic. This, on the other hand, is not too bad. I won't say it's the best. I tried basically in a pressure cooker. But it's always worth the try. Let's see if it tastes better than it looks. And obviously, once again, biryani. Okay, the chicken is nice and soft. I think the pressure cooker did a good job with that. Put in some rayata or sour milk. Well, let's try it out. And lucky I took out all those big spices that was floating on the top, and we don't really want to eat into that because we know how bitter it is. It's nice, tastes really good. It's a bit hot. I think it's the chilies that I put in. Yeah, it's really good, I must say. It doesn't taste like biryani. It tastes like something else, but it really tastes good. But anyway, don't forget, I'm going to try something else different next week or probably the following week. And don't forget, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and leave a comment down below. And let me know if you know what that horrible thing is that we always find in the biryani. It's basically just our bad luck to find that. But yeah, catch you in the next one. Ciao.